Morning team, Gavyn here from the Growing Younger team, and it's quite funny that I sometimes get quite a lot of questions in the same vein all at once, and when I get a couple, it kind of makes me try and do a video about it because I think it's important. So this one is literally about your expectations and what you're gonna achieve from working out and losing some weight. Okay, now we live in a society where we want everything instantly. We want it now, we want it yesterday, and this is even more important for people over 40, okay, which is predominantly the people I speak to the most, but it can apply to everybody. So when you find yourself in a position where you may be overweight or you're very unfit, and you decide that, hey, enough's enough, I'm going to get in the gym, I'm going to start getting fit and strong, okay? You go in the gym, and the first thing that goes through your mind, and correct me if I'm wrong, is aesthetics, as in how you look. Will it make you look better, okay? And ultimately, when you go into the gym, and I did it as well, of course you do, you want to look better, and you exercise, and you attribute looking better to exercise and nutrition, okay, which is cool, and that's true. But if that is all you're worried about, you're going to fail really, really quickly, because what I'm hearing a lot is that oh, I haven't seen a change in my body, or I'm getting frustrated that I haven't lost any weight, or I haven't built any muscle and bits and bobs, okay? And of course you're gonna get frustrated because it's actually a slow process. So when you first go to the gym, or when you first start training and you start to lose some weight, okay, something called toning happens. Now let me talk about toning. Toning is literally losing a bit of body fat to reveal the muscles underneath that you either already have or that you're starting to build, okay? And then once these initial stages are sort of done, when you lose a weight and you gain a little bit of muscle, you kind of look better, your body looks better because it's not fat anymore, okay? So what you got to understand is that from that point, and these are called like newbie gains, okay? You can add quite a bit of muscle at the beginning, you can lose quite a bit of fat at the beginning, then things start to slow. That's just a natural evolution of training. And once that happens, you get frustrated because all of a sudden you're not seeing the results that you were to start with, and then you think, oh well, this is a waste. I'm wasting my time. I'm going to stop doing it, and the motivation goes, the excitement goes from it because the results are slow. So I just want to put this into kind of perspective. When you start trying to build muscle, okay, and I'm talking kind of generally, okay, this isn't a one rule for everyone. Everyone's different, but studies show that on average, and this is providing your diet is spot on, your exercise is optimized, and you're working hard, you're training hard, you can only add about 3 kilos of muscle per year, okay, for the average bear. If you got really good genetics, you may do more, whatever, okay, but it's about 3 kilograms per year. So think of it that way, it's nothing, okay? You're only gonna add 3 kilos of muscle a year, but you could lose 10 or 15 kilos in a couple of months, right? So those results are really slow to see. And that's why with the Growing Younger program and any kind of trainer that does a good job, they get people to take photographs at the beginning, through the middle, and at intervals, because you'll start to see small changes in your body by looking at a photo, but you're not going to see those changes in a mirror, okay? And it's true, like if I can try and get a photo up of me 10 years ago, I had a conversation with a friend and client of mine last night about this, and when I first lost my weight, in my head, I still felt I was overweight, but the photo was drastically different to how I felt. But you just got to manage the expectations. Now, once you get through that initial period of losing weight and exercising, then you got to change your focus, all right? So there's 2 types of motivation: intrinsic, extrinsic, okay? So extrinsic motivation, I can never say that word, is for outside factors that are causing you to exercise. So if it's a competition where you win some money, or a holiday, or there's lots of people involved and you're doing it for something else, that's extrinsic. That doesn't last very long, because as soon as that motivation goes away, or that outside factor goes away, then you're not going to be able to have the motivation to continue, because why would you? The motivation to do what you want to do to get the thing is gone, right? And I see this all the time. So we recently run a 21-day challenge with current clients, super highly engaged, but as soon as the 21 days is up, the engagement dropped off because the person won the prize and everything else. So we're going to do another one. That's cool. And once you understand that, we can keep people motivated by offering these things. But for me, what happened was, and for you, I want it to be the same for you and all my clients, is literally you want to make it an internal thing. Let's go back to the first thing. Why are you going to the gym? Okay. So aesthetics, we've covered off. Don't worry about that. you will look better. It's a default of exercise nutrition, and it takes time, takes long periods of time, right? The other things you do for, you're actually exercising to keep your muscles strong, your joints strong, your back pain at bay, to burn calories, you know, to speed your metabolism, to feel better, to live a longer, healthy life. That's what you're exercising for. Our body is made of muscles. Muscles need to be used, and the old saying is, if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay, so if you're just going to the gym motivated just to get some abs or a six-pack or some bigger muscles, you need to think of change your focus a little bit, because that isn't, well, it may keep you going long times, you know, if that's what you're completely dedicated to do, but you need to, you know, change your focus and go, I'm going to the gym to keep me healthy. I'm going to the gym so I can live longer. I'm going to the gym so I can play with my grandkids, I can play with my children, I can retire healthy and not be stuck on the couch. Okay, they're the reasons you're exercising for. And you know, if you're, and I'll take an example, if you build a reserve for life, that's what I'm trying to say. So when you're doing 20 squats in the gym, you're building a reserve for life. It means that you can go for that long walk that's a little bit harder than you normally would have gone on, because your legs are stronger, you're fitter now because you're doing squats, you know, and all those things, and you can do more in the garden, you can play with whatever, you know, as you get the gist. Then you're eating healthy, yes, of course, to maintain a healthy weight, because if you don't keep a healthy weight, you're at risk of strokes and heart attacks. You're at risk of real severe lifestyle-related diseases like diabetes and things like that. And we see it all too often. People are coming to us at that stage of life where they've done nothing for 40, 50 years, and all of a sudden they're shitting their pants because they've been diagnosed with high blood pressure, they've been diagnosed with diabetes, and they know they need to make a change, all right? But that's what you're exercising for. That is what you're going to the gym for, and that is what you're eating healthy for. It is not to have abs. That should be a secondary consideration when you're doing it. And if you change to that intrinsic motivation of I'm doing it to be a healthier person, then it's got some legs, it's got longevity, you're doing it all the time. I talk about goals, and my goal is to never ever be fat again. But in the pursuit of that, I need to keep myself, you know, motivated in the gym. And I do that by, I work on an exercise for a few months. It's been deadlift for the last couple of months. You know, I've gone from whatever to 160 kilos. Okay, it's a big number for me, and it's kept me focused and motivated. Today, if you look on my Instagram post, I failed at 100 kilo on a bench press today. But it's something I'm going to achieve now, and something to keep me focused going to the gym. So within the gym, you've got these little goals that you want to reach and you want to get stronger for. But ultimately, the bigger picture is I never want to be fat again. And that's my intrinsic motivation. That's what gets me up at 4:30 in the morning to go to the gym. That is why I do what I do, okay? And plus I try to inspire other people to do the same thing, because if I can do it as an ex-fat guy, then you can do it too. So that's pretty much what I want to talk about. Manage your expectations. You're not always going to see significant changes in the mirror, but change your focus. Do it to be healthy. Do it to live a longer, healthier life, and find activities that you enjoy and create challenges within those activities to be better than you were yesterday. And that's literally what it all comes down to. Okay, so that's enough of my video today. If you're struggling and you're over 40 and you need some help with the Growing Younger program, let me know down below. I'm going to leave a link. In Instagram, doesn't work very well. You can't click links, but you could send me a message and I can send you the link if you want. Like I said, you know, we're an award-winning fitness studio in Howick, which is awesome in the category of innovation, which means that we have a really unique approach to helping people over the age of 40 get fit and healthy and live strong and healthier, longer lives, which is amazing. So if you're interested, click on the link, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.